Love bombing. Romantic or a narcissist in sheep's clothing? Genuine love or a manipulation tactic? Showering you with affection to get you to agree with their terms and conditions of what they think a relationship should be. Come take a walk with me in this video and let's get into it. If you would like my help with your personal breakup situation, you can email me at thelovefix20@gmail.com for a one-to-one voice coaching session. I'd also be hugely grateful if you could hit the like and subscribe buttons to help get the channel out to all the broken hearts out there. My name is Nick. This is The Love Fix. I help people with their breakups. So a big shout out today for a new subscriber, Stella Ordonez. I hope I've pronounced your name correctly there, Stella. Stella is the inspiration behind today's video. She reached out to me with a question and she wanted me to talk about love bombing. Here it is. Ask and you shall receive. Essentially, anyone can be a love bomber. Love bombing typically lends itself to the narcissists of the world, but there are also genuine, shall we say, love bugs, for lack of a better term, out there who were raised on Disney films. They think love is portrayed in that way of happily ever after. Okay, that's not the way it should be and they're just misguided, but they are genuine in their affections, as in they're just infatuated. And those people do exist. Those people are typically okay and don't mean any harm by it. However, my observations are that love bombing is typically a manipulation tactic in most cases. The bomber will typically very quickly adapt to your love language and literally bomb the shit out of you with affection. They create this projection of a perfect partner, everything that you ever wanted in your partner, your love language, everything you expect, desired, all in one nice neat package. Reality check. When something is seemingly too good to be true, it typically is. Words of affirmation, expensive gifts, long weekends away can be the manipulation tactics of the bomber. Don't get me wrong, some people are hopeless romantics and they are just genuine in their affections. The difference here is that the romantic is expressing genuine affection, where a narc is trying to assert power over you with acts of service that they will later use as ammunition to manipulate you. Like a moth to the flame, it's very easy to be attracted to the bomber. They are boosting your ego, giving you everything you ever wanted from romance, and they literally make you feel high with all the feel-good chemicals now flooding your body. Like with any drug, here comes the health warning. Once they fattened you up, figuratively speaking, you're now trapped. They've got you exactly where they want you, and this is where shit starts to go wrong. Yesterday, you were perfect to them. Today, you're boring and needy. You're thinking, what the hell happened? You reach out for assurance for the person you formed this unbelievable connection with, only to find an icy cold stare looking back at you, irritation, and now they are gaslighting the fuck out of you. This is the major red flag to look out for. They've gone from singing your praises every other text message to now using their acts of affection against you, saying shit like, everything I do for you, all the money I spent on you, what are you doing for me? Guys, this is not a mentally stable person. They have got you addicted to their version of reality by validating the shit out of you, only to take it away and essentially forcing you to go cold turkey. The end result is you're now chasing them for your daily fix, which then puts them in the position of power. If you're compliant, they give you a hit, just enough to stop you from starving to death. If you're non-compliant, enter the toxicity and gaslighting. You are essentially an addict in a prison. They're holding all the keys and they're guarding all the doors. If you meet someone and they're saying shit like, you're perfect, you're the one, you're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, I want to marry you, asking you to move in, and so on, all within the first, let's say, 1 to 3 months. Now, I don't like to put numbers on things, but if it is that quick, get the fuck out. Don't let them convince you that you're the only person for them. Guys, there's 7.3 billion people on this planet. I say this so many times now. The concept of the one or soulmates is actually redundant in a pool of that many candidates. There are people you are compatible with, and there are people you are incompatible with. Just because you meet one person who seemingly ticks all your boxes and you've got this amazing connection and infatuation with them doesn't mean there isn't anybody else out there that can do the same for you in a more sustainable way. This is how the love bomber works. They prey on your fear of being alone and essentially being abandoned. This is what they prey on, and it's just not healthy. I'm going to wrap this up because we might be getting too deep into the rabbit hole here. Essentially, if someone is wanting to move in with you, marry you, they are very needy and doing grandiose gestures like, hey, we're going to go to this country, we're going to go around the world, I'm going to take you here, I'm going to spend this on you. If they are constantly telling you that you're perfect and your shit doesn't stink, you are very likely being love bombed. And there is a good to fair chance that the person who is love bombing you is a narc. It could just be a lovesick puppy with no hidden motives, but let's face it, that wears off pretty quick, and you will likely lose attraction once that novelty wears off because it just becomes too much. So I'm going to leave you with some words of wisdom. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Look out for the red flags and act appropriately. It will save you a world of shit in the long run. If you can let go of the concept of soulmates and the one, which quite frankly is an absurd concept in a pool of 7.3 billion people, you are far more likely to see straight through the love bomber. They thrive on those of you with one-itis, that there is only one person for you. Do not give it to them. Everyone, and I mean everyone on this planet, has more than one option available to them in a pool of 7.3 billion people. If you are compatible with just 10% of those people, that is millions and millions and millions of potential partners that you have. So do not fall for the one-itis thinking of the narc or the love bomber. You can do better. You have value. If you learn to understand your value, understand your power, and the power of being with yourself, and the power of being able to walk away when something doesn't suit you anymore, you will find someone that genuinely ticks all your boxes. So remember, guys, what you would attract is a reflection of you. So we have to be honest and be real with ourselves. If you keep attracting toxic people, this is a reflection of your self-esteem at the moment, your self-worth, and maybe that needs a bit of work. And hey, look, we all go through this. I'm doing work on myself on things that are not so desirable right now. It's okay. It's okay to admit that. I have some issues with validating myself. So I work with a therapist and it's working. It's okay to admit that. So if you do need help with your self-worth and identifying your self-value, I can certainly try and guide you with that. You can reach out to me for a one-to-one call, and I will more than likely say at the end of the call, okay, I recommend that you go and see a therapist. But I can give you the kick in the backside to say, right, don't stay in the place that made you sick, get going. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, listening rather. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a good day, and as always, I'll see you on the other side.